Illuminati. I remember back in the 90s, it was real big. Everybody wanted to talk about Illuminati like they were some kind of magical, mystical force that controlled the world. Well, they were close, but ain't nothing magical, ain't nothing mystical about Illuminati. Jeff Jones, once again, 22 years infantry soldier, 4 years law enforcement, 15 years in education. And in my research, I found that the Illuminati were organized in the 1700s in Bavaria, Germany. And what happened with them, it was powerful people involved in this organization. And they started bringing in the smartest people around, the top scholars on economics, on government, and other issues as such. Well, the governments at the time, which were mainly still royalty, didn't like what was going on with the Illuminati. So they banned them in Europe. But you and I both know that once an organization gets powerful, you can ban them all you want. All they're going to do is go underground and do what they do. And pretty much that's what happened with the Illuminati. Now, when you look at what's going on in today's world, how does that apply? It applies very well because all these people who think they know who's in charge are really being fooled. These governments don't run anything. These governments are ran by the people with money. And that's this government and every other government in the world. They are ran by people with big money. So those people are going to lobby for things that benefit them the most, not things that benefit you or I. You and I are just a cog in the wheel. They use us, they grind us down, they spit us out, and then they put in another one. That's how it works. Okay? So you look back at the Gilded Age in America. You had people like Vanderbilt, you had J. Paul, you had people like the Rockefeller, you had the guy that was in charge of all the steel. These guys, they ran the country. And when working people were getting abused, there was no 40-hour work week. You worked as long as they told you to work. There was no minimum wage. They paid you what they wanted to pay you. And that's how it worked for a long time. It didn't get broken up until the 1940s when my man FDR was in office. And people were so loud and so mad and so angry that they forced the government to change. And I'm sure the government had to get permission from certain people before they could. But it was all they could do to keep people from just going off. So they had to do something. And you look at today. Today, what do we have? Same situation. We have monopolies. We have monopolies in the tech section. We have monopolies in power as far as fuel and energy. We have monopolies in military equipment. So once again, we've reverted back to where we were in the 1920s and 30s. And it's crazy that we allowed that